All right, guys, so we are back continuing our introductory campaign. So hopefully we'll get through it. This will be the third video and we'll get through it. All right, guys, so at the remainder of the last one, if you remember, we went ahead and found the entrance. We found the entrance to the vehicle, and we're trying to get up out of here. So I had just uncovered H, and we're going to be taking a look at the next story card. So this one says, please let it work, please let it work, let it work, let it work, please. Surely you deserve a break. Surely after all you've already been through, surely, who are you kidding? Still, you really have no choice but to check the card. This story event card replaces card S1EC5. When any character reaches letter token I, read S1I. Okay, guys, so that was the end of the last time. That was the end of Ian McFellow's turn, because he went 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Okay, so we're going to the monsters right now. So they are all going to move. That Hellhound is not going anywhere. Well, actually, the Huntmaster would go first. Okay, so the Huntmaster goes first. The State Trooper will move. This State Trooper will move. This Hellhound will go 1-2. And then this orderly will go 1, and then that orderly will go 1. All right, then we'll spawn some monsters here. So we're spawning the Hellhound in orange. So the closest orange, I believe, is already... Yep, so I'll spawn a Hellhound on me, and then we have an event, okay? Does it say anything about an event? No, it does not. Okay, so basically, that's just a free... That's free. Sometimes on the cards, on the story cards, guys, it'll say an event, and you will go ahead and read it just like that. All right, so now the guys are going to attack. So both Hellhounds will attack Ian McFellow. So the Hellhounds are using let me make sure, they're using double green dice, and if they get a lightning bolt, they get a extra hit. So Ian McFellow, he's looking pretty rough here, guys. So actually I would take a cooldown off this. I forget to take the cooldowns off these guys, but so the Hellhound will attack me, so they're rolling 2 green and I get a blue. All right, so let's see what we get. All right, wow, lucky roll. So all of us just roll insanity, but I already have 6 insanity there. Okay, and then the other Hellhound will attack Ian McFellow, and I get a double and a lightning bolt, and he just gets a, whatchamacallit. All right, so I actually lucked out there. Oops, I don't know why he got knocked over. All right, I accidentally knocked him over, I guess. So we will go into the next round. Okay, so we are starting with Mr. Ian McFellow, because it's now his turn. So he can actually not move out there, so I'm going to have to attack one of the Hellhounds. So I will be, I gotta take this off first. So I will actually be using my, let's see what I got here, Fireball. I think I'm actually gonna do that. I will do Fireball. So spend 3 insanity to do Fireball. So I get 2 red dice, okay? 2 red dice on a range of 1 to 4. It's an AoE and it does fire damage, and then if I get a lightning bolt, I get to add a green dice to the roll, okay? So I'm attacking both of these Hellhounds, so let's see what kind of rolls I get. All right, so I'm hitting both the Hellhounds for 4, all right? So the Hellhounds will defend with one blue die. Okay, guys, so the Hellhound has rolled a double success and a lightning bolt, so he will actually dodge. That is the symbol right here. His effect, he will dodge, which means he ignores all effects of the attack, okay? So he takes no damage. That's kind of unfortunate. And then let's go ahead and do the other... well, no, so I still rolled. That's my roll. I got to do the other one. So it was 4, and he just blocks 1, so that other one will die, all right? So one of these Hellhounds is dead. I will get an insanity token for that. Okay, so that was one action to use my Fireball. I can now move away if I want to. I think my second action is going to be, I'm going to use my Black Wand to attack this State Trooper here. So, yeah, so I'll roll 3 green dice. I'm going to hold on to everything right now. And, yeah, I think I'm good. All right. Let's roll some green dice. So I am rolling. Okay, so I got a insanity. That's good. All right. I rolled 4 hits because a lightning bolt is considered a hit for my wand. So let's see what the state trooper is rolling. So he gets a brown and a blue. All right. So he rolls 2 defense. So he's still taking 2 damage. So the state trooper will be knocked out, and I'll gain an insanity. All right. So I am at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm full up on insanity. Then I think what I'm gonna do is spend. No, I only have 1 junk. I need 2 junk. Okay. So then what we'll do, guys, is my last action. I think I'm gonna take out that hellhound, or try and take out that hellhound. Well, actually, I got a better idea. I'm gonna use an action to take a junk. So remember, I can use 1 action to search and grab a junk from the junk bag. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then what I will do is I will discard. Well, I'll just wait until my next turn because I'll discard. What I was going to do is use the landmine. Okay. So that is Ian McFellow's turns. Okay. So using my junk to get rid of that. So we're going to Gary Waldenwad. All right. And so he is going to go use a movement point to go 1 and 2. And he will bring the hellhound with him. And then I'm going to go 1 and 2. All right. So I have reached story marker I. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and read from the book. So I'll go ahead and pull that up for you guys. So it says, face the final curtain. You reach the front of the car and nearly gag. The stench of burned flesh is overpowering. It's impossible to tell if the car will work, as it looks like somebody placed a funeral pyre on top of it. Ashes and scorched bones are everywhere, and you can't help but stare. Are they moving? Is it just the wind? No. You realize the air is perfectly still. Whatever is causing the ash to swirl almost hypnotically, it's certainly no earthly breeze. Suddenly the ashes fly upward, spiraling, and start to form a definite shape. Yes, definitely a shape, but one that seems to shift and twist like nothing you've seen before. You've no idea what it is, but you are sure it means you harm. So now I will reveal the Boogie Monster Boss Monster card. It kind of goes into the Boss Monster itself. So it says this Boss Monster is obviously tougher than normal ones. It'll move and attack in the Boss Monster phase. The amount of health is 4 times the number of characters. And then it has 2 different attacks as well. So what we're going to do is during the phase, we'll roll the D6 and it'll determine what it will do, okay? So we'll now place the mini on the space I. You will retrieve story card S1EC7, and we will now continue playing. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Boogie Monster real quick, and let's go, and I'll see you guys in a second. So let's take a look at the scenario, guys. The monstrosity seems to be constantly shifting, forging new shapes. One moment, it's all mouth snapping at you with razor-sharp teeth. The next moment, tentacles form and lash out at you. Then, it's a mass of grabbing, slashing claws. The only constant is whatever it's from, it wants to kill you. This story card replaces S1EC6. Death is now final. When characters die, they do not respawn. If the characters manage to defeat the Boogie Monster, read S1J. If all characters die or the Hunt Master steps off the track at the end of the hunt track, read S1K. And good luck. Okay, guys, so I got the Boogie Monster right here in his mini. So he will be on spot I, which is massive. And then here is his card, right? So he will have 4 times the health of the number of characters. So this guy's going to have 8 health. He'll move 3, and then his effects are, in the boss phase after movement, I will roll a d6. If I roll 1 through a 5, I'm getting hit with Tentra Storm, okay, which is 2 red dice. Attack characters in a line of sight. After attacking, move 3 towards the furthest character. If I do a 4 through 6, he does Roar, which is 2 green dice, and I'll have to look up what effect that is. It attacks all characters. Characters may lose insanity instead of health. His defense, he's rolling 3 defensive dice, and if he rolls a lightning bolt, I will take 1 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and put this card just right below me here, and if you guys cannot see it, I apologize, just so I can remember. Okay, so that was, let me make sure, so he was there, I believe. So he went 1, 2, 1, 2. So I actually have one more ability. I have one more attack at my disposal. So I think what I can actually do is I can actually use the Lobotomy spike to attack him for free. Okay. So I am going to these are, I got some junk. I forgot to put these back. All right, so I am actually going to do the lobotomy spike. So I'm getting 4 green dice, okay? So 4 green dice, and he is getting 3 brown dice, all right? So let's see what we got here. All right, let's get it. All right, so I have rolled this is my roll here, okay? And so I've rolled 2, 4, basically 6, and an insanity. So let me grab an insanity. All right. And then he has rolled, oh my goodness. So he has rolled 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's blocking 4. So he'll take 2 damage. So he has a total of 8 health. All right. So he's got 8 health. So he takes 2 damage. And then I'm going to use my last... during your attack, you may re-roll any number of dice. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so then I will go ahead and attack again for my final action. And that will be... Let's see what I roll. Okay, so I rolled these right here. So it says, once per attack, you may re-roll any number of dice. Okay, so I'm going to re-roll these 2 insanity dice. This is his roll. So he's got 4, and then he's going to do 1 damage back to me, all right? So I re-roll these 2, and I gain 2 insanity. All right, so I grab 2 insanity, and 2 insanity, and then he's blocking 1, 2, 3, 4. So he blocks all of my attacks, but then he deals 1 damage back to me because of the deflect. Okay, guys, so now we're going to Mr. Ian Macfellow. So let's see here. I'm going to spend, discard 2 junk, okay, to go ahead and untap my landmine over here. So I will get access to my landmine again. All right, I will then do on my turn, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 1. Drop my landmine again and move back out, and then I'm gonna tap the landmine. All right, so tap the landmine, dropping 3 red to him. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will be doing 6 damage to the Boogie Monster. Okay, I don't think they defend that. So I do believe he would still defend from the landmine. So we'll go ahead. That's the thing I did not do against the cultist. The cultist did not defend against that. So I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So he takes 3 defense. So let's see what he's rolling. Wow. So he's defending against 1, 2, 3, 4 of it. So he will only take 2 damage. All right. So he takes 2 damage, but he gets no lightning bolts. So he's at 4 from the landmine. All right. Landmine blows up. All right. But he does take fire, and he does get stunned. Okay. So he is on fire, and he is stunned. Okay. So he will not be able to move. All right. So fire, guys, is... Whenever he is on fire, I need to grab one of these tokens. Whenever he is on fire, what will happen is every success that I roll on him will count as an extra success, okay? So then the last action I'm going to do, guys, with Ian Macfellow is use my black wand, okay? I'm going to use my black wand here, so I will be rolling 3 green dice. I'm going to go ahead and spend this green pill to go ahead and add another green die to my attack, and let's see what happens. So every success I get is another +1, so hopefully I should be able to take him out. All right, so I get 3 successes, so that's an extra 3 damage, so he'll be taking 6 total damage again. And let's see his roll. This might be the end of the guy right here. So yep, no, it's not. So he defends for 4 again, so he only takes 2 damage, all right? So the boss monster will take 2 damage, Okay. And and I gain an insanity, but I'm at full sanity. Okay. So now those are the end of my turns, guys. So now what would happen is we would have the boss monster phase, but the boss monster is stunned, okay? So he will skip his turn, and then we would go into the movement phase of all the other monsters, okay? So the hunt master would go down, okay? I think I forgot to do it last time as well, so I'll just do an extra card. And then we'll move everybody, so that's 1 and 2, that's 1 and that's 1, and then we'll go ahead and spawn up some monsters. So we got a state trooper in blue. So where is the closest blue? Is it right there? Nope, I don't see. Closest blue is here, all right? So closest blue is there, and then we got a hellhound in yellow. Okay, so a hellhound in yellow, all right? So now we would go back up top. It would be Ian Mockfellow's turn. So I'm going to spend 3, 1, 2, 3 insanity to do fireball, okay? So I'm doing fireball, and so I'm rolling 2 red, 2 green, and then, or 2 red, and if I get an electric, I get to add a green die to this roll, okay? So I do. So I have 4. I'm gonna add a green die to the roll, guys. And I get a blank, all right? So I'm hitting him for 3, okay? Well, actually, I'm hitting him for 6 because it's +1 because he is on fire for each success that I get. So I actually read that fire wrong, so it's +1 success. So really, he would not take any damage. He would not have taken none damage because I did 3 and I get +1. So it's just a +1 success, okay? So really, that is 4, okay? So that's 4. Auto successes was 5 because the lightning bolt counts as an extra for me. So that's 5, okay, that I would get. So he's rolling 3 defense dice, okay, and he gets 4 is what he had. So that's what he has, 4 and a lightning bolt. So Ian is taking 1 damage back because of that, and so I get to hit him for 1, all right? So that was my fireball move, okay? So then I will use my second action to attack with the black wand. So that's 3 green dice. And let's see what I'm getting here. All right. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. So that's 2, 4, and now that's 6 because I get +1 a success. So that's 6, and he is defending, wowza. So he's defending 1, 2, 3, 4. So he takes 2 damage, and then Ian Mockfellow takes 1 damage, and this will knock him out, and he will be dead, okay? So he's gonna die. Okay, guys, so Ian Mockfellow is dead, so he is out of the game, unfortunately. Mr. Mockfellow is out of the game, and so now it is up to Mr. Gary Wolfenwalde, all right? So Mr. Gary Wolfenwalde is obviously going to start his turn off. You know, he is feeling himself a little bit. So I'm going to spend 3. I'm going to use 1 action to spend 3, whatchamacallit, and this will be refreshed too. All right. So I'm going to spend 1 action to do witchery. So I get to add a red dice, and I lightning bolt to my attack. I restore 1 HP for each monster defeated. I'm going to go ahead and attack him for free with the lobotomy spike for 3. So I am hitting him with 3 green and 1 red. All right, let's see what I grab here. All right, so he's still on fire. And let's remove some of this stuff, guys. Okay, so I get 1. All right, that's 2. That counts as 2, so that's 3. That counts as another 2. That's 4, 5. And then any other lightning bolt effect would be triggered. So that is 6, okay? So I would get a free lightning bolt for the lobotomy spike, which is 6. And, all right, so that's 6 hits and an insanity, all right? So 6 hits and an insanity, so I will gain that insanity back, all right? And then let's see what he is coming with. So we got 3. So he is preventing 3 of it. So he will take 3 damage, which will be enough to defeat the Boogie Monster. We have done it, guys. We have defeated the Boogie Monster. Okay, boom, 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 he knocks him out. So it says, upon defeat of the Boogie Once the Boogie Monster is defeated, read S1J. Alright guys, so we are looking at victory. Just when you were beginning to think that the fiend would never fall, a final blow brings an anguished howl from the numerous mouths forming on its body, and it crumples to the ground. After 20 seconds of silence without movement, the mass starts to crumble, reverting to the ash and dust it came from. As a gentle breeze starts to scatter the disintegrating form, you finally accept it's not some kind of trick. The beast is really dead. The breeze intensifies and turns into a gale, then stronger and stronger until you fear it will become a full-blown hurricane. This is not natural, and as the sky turns black and the ashes start to coalesce into a new shape, you fill with dread. What fresh hell is this? The shifting ash starts to settle, starts to assume a final form, and within moments there lies a person half naked, shivering on the ground in front of you. Is it human? Is it the monster? Can you trust it? With no immediate answers, you must wait to find out. You have beaten the boss monster and won this game of Lobotomy 2 Manhunt. Read S1 Epilogue found at the end of this introductory scenario. Okay guys, we'll pull up S1 Epilogue right now. It says, congratulations. One way or another, you have now completed the introductory scenario and now know how to play a game of Lobotomy 2 Manhunt. You may wish to play it again, especially if you were defeated. You may want to go on and play the full campaign, in which case you can jump straight into the second scenario, which picks up from the end of this scenario. You may even just want to try out a daily nightmare game with a series of shorter scenarios, sometimes more than one in play at the same time. If you ever have a question regarding the rules or need to look up something, the main rulebook gives comprehensive information for all parts of the game. Whatever you do, we wish you luck, a little sanity, and happy gaming. Okay guys, well look, this is the introductory scenario to Lobotomy 2 Manhunt. And yeah, so thank you for watching all three of these videos that I had to split it up into. It's definitely a lot. These scenarios are very long, but they're also very cool. I mean, it's got that zombie-side type feel. So my first impressions of the game, I love the narrative storybook feel to the game. I like the characters, the pop culture references. Again, there's just a lot of steps, and sometimes I forget a little bit of those steps. But other than that, I do really enjoy myself playing this game. It's just so difficult to get to the table because it's just so much. But alright guys, well look, we have completed the first campaign scenario. I don't know, I'm going to try my best, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to try my best to get more scenarios out there guys, but again, it just takes so long in order to film these scenarios and break them up, so I could just break them up into different pieces like I did with this set. But as always guys, hit that notification bell and have a great one. Bye.